Hey, what's up, beautiful Bellcast listeners? Welcome to another episode. I am Gio.
And I'm Bart.
And Merry motherfucking Christmas! Damn.
What? That was really good.
Thank you.
You want to sing the high notes or you want me to sing the high notes?
I'll do the high notes.
Okay, you do the high notes? All right, ready?
Okay. Merry fucking Christmas.
I think we harmonized a little bit.
Yeah?
Let's try one more time.
I heard your voice go.
I know. I was trying to find something.
Me too in the beginning. Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
What song are you singing, first of all? I don't even know what we're singing.
All I said is Merry fucking Christmas.
Okay, ready, go.
Merry fucking Christmas. Yeah, do we do it?
One more time.
What the fuck?
Go.
Merry fucking Christmas. Did you say monkin?
I fucked up. That stuff's so hard.
Dude, today is Christmas and I am so happy for so many reasons.
Right.
One, my Christmas fucking shopping was done
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Nice.
Or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So I did a bunch of, I'm the only one that does the shopping for the family.
But I do the brain thinking.
Huh?
I do the brain thinking.
What does that mean?
Like I use brain power and then you do the work.
Wait, what the fuck? There we go.
You have one job and
I know.
you can't even do it right.
Sorry, it's because we have a timer on. You did the brain, no, for one person, my brother. That's the only person you contributed
No,
to.
but everyone else, she always asks me for my opinion and go, that's a great idea.
No, who else?
Like for Aaron, you're like, oh, should we get him the colorblind glasses? Like, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
I think the only reason why I asked you was just because of the budget, like the price that we set per person.
So I do not only the brain thinking and the budgeting.
No, I did that.
So I did a lot of work.
And because it went over the budget, I was like, I wonder how he feels about this idea because I knew it was going to be a good idea. So it's not like I asked you for the idea. I already had the idea and I just needed confirmation.
But you wasted like some brain power, so I still was part of it.
Damn, I didn't know you had so little.
I have a lot of brain power, but you wasted a lot of it.
With just that simple question, just an opinion?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay, so that's the first reason why I'm excited. The second reason, and I think this is a universal reason, even though like shit's not gonna change, it just feels better. This year is fucking over. And I'm happy. Whatever.
I hope so. Cause like, I don't know. Like it just seems like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so like
I just feel like we have a whole new year now coming up. Yes, we're gonna still have to deal with, some of the fucking spillage of 2020 into 2021. Obviously, we have to, right? But it's just a new year. It's a fresh start. Like,
you want me to tell you what I think is the Game of Thrones at play right now?
fine.
So 2020 hit us fucking hard, right? Everybody across the world, we got shut down. A pandemic happened. People are getting sick left and right, extremely contagious. Some people get hit hard as fuck. Some people go through all 14 days without even knowing. This is the craziest, weirdest shit ever, right? That's tough. And then so governments do whatever they can to try to mitigate the situation. But in America, because we got so many different peoples and ideas, it's the most difficult place to get in order. So there are other countries where it's more homogenous. It's like, hey, we're all going to do this. Everyone's like, okay, USA.
Homogeneous, yeah.
Or they wouldn't say USA, but whatever the hell they say. Okay, man. And then so they go and do that, right? In America, you have, I don't fucking wear no masks. And there's got people like, I wear a mask every goddamn day. Like there's fucking people that do, it's crazy, right? So it's really tough. But at the end of 2020, like it's been getting tighter and tighter and tighter because
what gets tighter?
The rules.
Okay.
Because in Thanksgiving, they said there was going to be a spike and there was a huge spike, right? Families getting together and all that shit. So they're like, all right, we fucked up in Thanksgiving, guys. Got a huge spike. Everyone getting together. Fucking Bart over here holding fucking parties and shit. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I thought we're good, but I'm not. But we all got it and now we're good. And then what's it called? So now Christmas and New Year's is coming around and they're like, everyone slow the fuck down. We don't need another Thanksgiving, right? And the news reports it's the most
wonderful time.
Most traffic time of the year. Which means everyone has a double fuck you because everyone's fucking tired of it. And then so now it's like what we need to do, which is like what the policies are created for. This is what we need to do. Versus what the people want, which is a big fuck you, let me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Versus who the hell the new leader of the free world is gonna be.
Oh my God.
We don't even know who those two are.
Yeah.
But whoever it is, you better believe in 2021, they want to get on the people's good side.
Yeah.
But so to get on the people's good side, and the people are like, double fuck you, let me the fuck out of here. To get on people's good side would probably be, let's lift everything in 2021. We're going right back to normalcy, right? But we do have an actual pandemic going on. So is doing the things that are going to make people happy actually good for science and medicine? That's the Game of Thrones power at play right now, where it's like a 3-way tug of war.
Yeah.
So in 2021, like as much as my own personal feelings is like, I would love to put 2020 behind us. I don't know if it is. It might. 2021 could be a
wow. Way to fucking be Debbie the motherfucking downer. No, let me just pretend.
I'm just the ESPN commentator on the sports of politics, pandemics, and the people.
Ugh. And just to clarify, because you said we don't even know who our president is. Yes, it's been publicized on most of the news medias that we watch.
Yes.
In the U.S., in California, I guess in the U.S., that president or that Biden won.
Yes.
But that's like they say it in such a, I just hate the news fucking outlets. They say it in such a.
I guess to clarify on that point, it's right now the media is saying that Biden won, but the media has no authority to announce it.
Yeah.
So everything that they're saying is not credible. I think we're still counting votes in Georgia or something like that. But they say it in such
a way where they can't get sued or that you can't go after them because they say like, I don't know. They use like
really weird words.
Yeah, they use specific words.
President-elect or whatever.
Some weird shit. Yeah. So I know that there's like a lot of back and forth and ballot recounting and like Trump's house or like Trump's people are trying to sue some shit.
Even with the big text, like the big text, it'll be like President Biden won, and then at the bottom it's like
they call him
based off forecasts or something like
some
that.
Shit. Yeah, like there's always fine print. So like, yeah, so to clarify that, we won't know until what is that called? In January when they get elected into the House.
Inauguration?
Yes, until that, which is I think on the 21st.
I don't know those dates. I mean, to me, I'm
very... So that's the only thing I wanted to clarify because some people might be like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Biden's the president, but it's like, we don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean, like the actual authorities that's supposed to come out and announce.
Yeah.
Like the actual Rafiki of the USA that's supposed to hold the lion president out over the cliff has not done that yet. Yeah. Right now, you just got Timon and Pumbaa going, Biden's the president, Biden's the president, Biden's the president, but they're not the trusted authority. So we actually don't really know. But to me, it's like, regardless of who it is, whether it's Biden, whether it's Trump, whether both of them die, Kamala Harris becomes president, or that person dies and like some, I don't know, Bernie Sanders, Andrew
We're still
Yang.
In the same shitty boat.
The same shitty boat is whoever becomes president has one of the toughest seats to fill in 2021 because they have to balance with getting on the people's good side, because we've been through so much turmoil this year, doing what the people want.
Getting the trust back.
Getting the trust back, but then doing all of that while still looking out for the best of the people. And that's the toughest fucking part of being a president, because it's almost like having a kid. You know, like kids, it's like,
fuck kids.
Mommy, I know. Like, Mommy, Daddy, I want candy. I want candy.
It's like, no, we know you're going to get cavities.
And you're like, I know this is going to make you so fucking happy for literally 30 seconds. But in the long term, if you eat candy every fucking day, you're going to get diabetes and you're going to have cavities. So that ultimate balance is what the president has to do. Because as people, I think we're the children of the country. And as the parents of the country, they got to, and I think that's the tough fucking
How'd you make everything so fucking political real quick?
It didn't get political at all.
I was just talking about how I'm looking forward to 2021.
I was talking about Timon and Pumbaa. Are you kidding me?
And then you fucking brought it down like, oh, I don't know, because of the Game of Thrones. And now I'm all like,
Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones is political.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah. You brought it up.
You don't like Game of Thrones though? I thought you loved Game of Thrones.
No, because I was just saying how I'm excited. I was trying to start this podcast off that I'm really excited for 2021 because I feel like it's like this, like I'm like cleansing myself of the fucking nasty 2020. You know what I mean? And then you come in, you're like, well, gonna get a little Game of Thrones, and now I'm all sad.
Why don't you tell me about how you cleansed my balls of sperm last night?
Let's talk about that.
See, it's up to you. You wanted to make it political.
I just wanted to clarify your statement.
No, you made it political.
Well, tell me about this outfit. What the fuck inspired this outfit? You have no shoelaces on. You're wearing joggers and a hoodie.
It's Barbell Brigade. It's the shit.
What kind of hat is that?
Honestly, I looked it up one time for the name and I forgot the
grandpa
name.
Hat. Yeah.
I forgot the name of it. Like, is it driver's cap? I don't even know.
Yeah, and you're wearing Nike socks. Explain it to me. You're just all sorts of fucked up.
Hey, you're not supposed to look that way. You're supposed to look at this.
What's going on? What's going on?
It doesn't look good? I just grab shit, put it on, and then come in here.
That's what it looks like.
Well, because I know that we're going to film and I want to be comfortable. And right after we film, I know we're going to go home.
I mean, I'm comfortable, but I think I look all right.
Your definition of comfort is way different.
Oh.
Like for you like
feel these. These are like PJ
like
pants.
you like to get dolled up and dressed up. Everything I wear must be washed immediately because I'm such a hot, sweaty person. So for you, like that's why you can wear the same clothes. Like this way, like you put it on and wear it for the day, you put it away, you know? So you can kind of keep the quality of the clothes. I can't do that. So if I wear a dress shirt, best believe that thing's gonna get dry clean right after.
Damn. I know. I have my in-between pile. Like,
so for me, if it's not worth the occasion, I'm not even gonna get dressed up because of the laundry. And then, you know, laundry, it's like laundry isn't really just cleaning
why
clothes.
do you make it sound like you do the laundry though?
No, I'm not making it sound like that. I'm just saying laundry isn't just cleaning clothes. It's actually deteriorating. It's slowly deteriorating.
Because not only do you not do the laundry, you also don't even.
Why do you keep bringing it over there?
You also don't hang up your clothes.
I do hang up my clothes. What are you talking about?
No, you don't. You don't fold your underwear. You don't put any of your shit away.
After someone hangs up my clothes, when it falls off, I always hang that back up.
Yeah. So what are you complaining about? Can you just give it some?
If you were so stuck in your thick skull, what I was saying is I don't like washing my clothes regardless of who does it. Is because not only when you do laundry, it's not just cleaning clothes, it's slow deterioration, right? It gets older and older.
Yeah, why do you sound like you don't have a fucking Rolex on your wrist right now?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? I do got Rolex.
Yeah, I know. So if you can afford a Rolex, I don't think you give a fuck about the deterioration.
Because I'm fucking Asian still. So I'm still stingy as fuck. And I don't want to have to buy new shit, even though I couldn't afford everything.
I know. I think it's really cute because I bought you. So Bart's favorite underwear brand is Kirkland.
Yeah.
So he wears Kirkland Costco, boxer briefs.
They're comfy.
So I was like, okay, let me help my poor president.
I am your president, motherfucker. You made it political. Suck my dick. You made it political.
Suck your what?
Dick.
Oh, that's hot. All right. I'll get with it.
You made it political, you fucking Kirsten.
So then I'm like, okay, I don't want you to wear any more Kirkland shit. Not that I have anything against Kirkland, but I just wanted, you know, if you bend over, people don't see Kirkland, they see something better. So I got you Calvin Klein.
Nothing gets the Calvin Klein ones are fucking whack.
In what way?
That's why I never wear them.
I know, but you said you don't wear them because they're too nice. That's what you told me.
Yeah, they're too nice. That's what's whack about them.
What? They're just underwear. That's where your fucking shithole butt fucking goes.
No, like I put it on and all of a sudden it's like fucking slim fit and then it's like all like silky and shit. It makes me feel weird.
Silky feels bomb. What's wrong with Silky?
I don't know. Like for me, inside, my spirit animal is a construction worker. Okay? I like rough, hard materials. Like I want things that are gonna fucking last. I put that shit on and then all of a sudden, like the next thing I know, I'm putting on lipstick and like it just feels weird.
What's wrong with putting on lipstick? I love lipstick.
I'm not used to it. So I don't like having that thick coat of pigment on my lips.
You're dumb.
But
you should just tell me to return it then instead of keeping it and fucking lying to me that like, oh, thank you. I love it so much.
No, and it fits weird.
Does it really?
Yeah, it has like it's for an assless person.
Oh, what? Then why don't we just throw it away? Does anyone want Bart's never been worn?
It's weird. I put it on and it's just the fitment is so weird.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's like you put it on.
I try to elevate you so hard.
And it's kind of like baggy around the waist and then hella tight on the ass. It's weird.
I even bought you clothes because I'm like, okay, well, let me just dress. Not that I want to dress you in my way, but I just was trying to elevate your closet and give you more pattern and more color and just make you a little bit, not trendy because, I mean, I'm barely trendy, but like, I don't know. I just wanted your wardrobe to be a little bit more elevated. And you don't even wear that.
Honestly,
I spent so much money on you.
If I didn't have a clothing brand, what I would probably wear is probably have a closet of like 20 white tees or 20 black tees. And then maybe just
40 tees?
40 tees. And then
why do you need so many?
One black.
You're only going to wear like 2 of those 40.
No, I'm going to wear them every day. I have to wash immediately, I told you.
Oh, okay.
And then, but I have to look like I wear the same thing every day. And then I have one like dark blue denim that's stretched, so it's light. And then one dark black denim that's stretched. And then probably like 5 pairs of Vans. That'd probably be my ideal wardrobe.
Why don't you do that now? What's stopping you now?
I have a clothing brand, so I got to represent, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can still wear it and just alternate. You can get rid of everything that you have now.
Is that considered elevated or you still think that's whack?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Your style's kind of just all over the place.
It's not all over the place. I keep it simple. It's me.
All right. I
That's
like that.
That's how I am. I like to keep things nice and simple.
Fine. I like that. I thought you were going to talk about how I emptied out your sperm.
No, I was saying if you don't want to be political, that's what you should have led with, but you messed up. So you made it a very, very political conversation. You're blaming it on me.
No way. I was so inspired and
I feel very victimized.
I'm so amped for 2021.
What are you amped about?
I honestly
Given the
just
Game of Thrones situation, don't you think it's tough?
Nah, because like I liked how Dave Chappelle on the Letterman show.
Yeah.
It's called
Fuck HBO?
No, My Next Guest Doesn't Need an Introduction, whatever.
Yeah.
So he was just saying how he lives in Columbus, Ohio, right? Or Ohio?
Somewhere around there.
Okay, so he lives in
Dayton,
Ohio.
Columbus.
Something.
It's all
I
the
don't
same.
know where. Yeah. I don't know if it's the same, but he loves that town that he's at. You know, it's a small little town. Everyone knows everyone's name. And for him, he's like, well, I can't really change the world, but I can make my corner
Of the world awesome.
of the world awesome.
Yeah,
So
I
think that's the only thing I can do. And that's the only thing I look forward to doing. So yes, there's a bunch of shit going on in this world, but like I can't control that, right? Like I can't, like at a very micro level and with a very micro effect. And that's all I can do, right? Like I just have to trust that, you know, the people in place that we vote for are doing their job. And all I can do is just focus on myself, focus on Taika, focus on my family and just my little corner of the world. And that's the only thing I'm going to make really pretty.
I actually felt a lot of that recently this year with HOA.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, like, you know.
You were very involved.
Yeah, like when we were living in our other house in Monterey Park, we did have HOA, but because I knew it was temporary, like I knew we were, like the minute we moved in there, family came over, we kind of outgrew it. I knew we were moving within a year or two, right? So I was like, oh, I don't want to get too involved because I'm going to get attached to these people. So I just want to keep it like temporary and light. When we moved into our current house, at what we thought at the time was this is going to be our forever home. We're going to, you know, we looked at the school district. We have friends that live in the same city. Our kids are going to grow up together. And the minute we moved in, I said hi to all my neighbors. And like, you know, it was going to be.
We all exchanged. This was so cute. Our whole block exchanged gifts.
Yeah.
Like we all got each other gifts. That was so nice. I've never done that in my life.
And our whole block, we have a group text. So we could text each other. So it's like, this is how tightly knit we are. And this is just a block in the neighborhood.
Yeah. And we were supposed to grab dinner together, but then COVID happened. Remember, we were going to have Korean barbecue.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, so and because of that, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be actually involved in the HOA. And, you know, we got some things passed. Like we had,
I mean, you went to all of the meetings. Like I wanted to go, but I'm like, how the hell am I going to pay attention when I have a screaming kid everywhere?
Yeah, like we went to the meeting. I went to all the meetings. Like we're gonna put up a fence up where there's like too much traffic that's coming into the neighborhood. They got street sweeping put in place. We're gonna get trash cans at like every corner so that people have places to. It's cool to see like the community come together and actually make the community better.
Yeah.
Without politics. Well, and that part's really cool.
Yeah, and it's really cool, I think, too, to know that everyone has this like a group mind for the positive. Yeah, I was a little jealous that you were going to the HOA meetings, but it's okay.
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool. And then like in our community, we got so many badasses. Like we got like doctors, lawyers, and all that stuff. So half the times
we're definitely the trash.
Yeah,
yet again.
Like there's times where like people bring stuff up and like oh yeah, like one of them was like, hey, why is HOA so expensive? And I'm like, yeah, why is HOA so expensive? And then the HOA like committee person would be like, oh, because there's so much square footage here. Like there's a lot of foliage and landscaping needs to be done. I'm like, yeah, you know, there's a lot of foliage and landscaping got to be done. And then so for me,
whose side are you on?
On both sides. And then
okay.
Because I'm dumb. So I just say yes to both people. And then someone would be like, well, let me get an itemized list of what the landscaping actually entails.
Yeah, let me get that itemized list.
Get that guy the itemized list. What the hell's going on? And then, you know, and then so they just go back and forth. And I'm just like, this is why you need to hire smart people to do things. Because I'm going to agree to both. Because I'm a dumbass. And then it's just really cool to see things get done. And I'm like, man, why can't like, if a small community can operate like this, and then like, you know, back to what Dave Chappelle was saying, like if you can at least make your corner feel good, like our community actually feels really good right now.
It does. It does feel really nice.
And even like, so one of our residents, her other job is they rent out big inflatable amusements. And so for her, she was like, hey guys, you know what? It's the end of the year.
Like those big Christmas tree, like the inflatable figurines.
Think like 40-foot tall inflatable of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is what I do. and we have like 13 left over from my inventory. We're not going to use it. Who wants it? And everyone raises their hand to get rented it out for free in our entire neighborhood. It
looks ridiculous.
Full, maybe we'll even vlog this, but there's full of freaking inflatable Christmas things. And it's just so cool that like, you know, like regardless of what's going on with the country, the state.
Yeah, our corners.
Even
nice.
County level, maybe even city level. I don't even know. But at least in our little, like, I don't know how many streets in our community, maybe like the 8 streets in our community, it feels really cool. And that's awesome.
It is really cool and it is really awesome. Do you feel like you're an adult now?
No.
Right?
I don't.
Like I'm like in a in-between phase right now. Like it's weird. Like I feel old, but I still feel very dumb and young.
What's the part that feels old and what's the part that feels dumb and young?
The part that feels old for me now are the conversations that we have, right? Where, I mean, we've had these before, but now maybe because I'm older, but when we're talking about like, you know, buying more properties and like the fact that we're moving to a completely different state because that's just going to make our life goals more realistic. Like stuff like that where I'm like, this is nuts. And then just having to consider like timelines. Like now I have to think about timelines. Like if we're going to move, I'm like, fuck, if we need to move back, we have to do it quick because now Tyke is going to start school and I want him to have a stable foundation. And I'm thinking about all this shit and I'm thinking about, oh, fuck, I'm getting older now. Like we need to have a kid number 2. Oh shit, insurance. I got that. I got to think about health insurance. Like, I don't know. It's just a different place that I'm in, you know? And then I come here and I'm like, fuck, I don't know shit.
My old
like
and
I'm
young,
still young.
my old and young is different from yours. My old and young is, you know, when you're a kid and you want your parents to buy you something, and you start putting together a pitch and reasoning why it's in their best interest to buy you like a Hershey bar every week. That's the phase that I'm in. Except I don't have parents, and I'm my own parent.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, I feel like if it was me, I'm like talking to myself in the mirror. I'm like, all right, so I got a plan for you. Imagine this. You know how you like guns? You don't get to shoot them at all right now, right? Life kind of sucks, right? I'm like, yeah, it does. You have a point there. Well, imagine this. Imagine like you don't get to spend as much family time as you want. You don't get to travel as much as you want. You don't even get to shoot those guns that you bought. You don't even get to go off-roading with your off-road vehicle that much because your arrangement's all jacked up. So let me propose you something. I'm like, I'm listening. What was it? Why don't we move to a different state?
That's the reason why we're moving, you asshole.
Yeah, with the lower cost of living. Okay,
I'm with you though.
With a lower cost of living, lower taxes, the state is a little bit more business friendly. So everything that you got going on right now, you can turn it up a little bit. Turn it up, and then you can afford all the things that you want. What do you think about that? And then I feel like I'm like looking at myself, and I'm like, seems like a good idea. What's the catch? Hey, no catch. I'm just saying.
I like how you're even sketched out about yourself.
Yeah. And then so that's
usually I'm so stupid with myself. I'm like my best friend. I'm like, you wouldn't steer me wrong. Let's go, girl.
No, I know I'm shady. So I'm even shady myself. So like that's how it feels. It feels like I'm this kid that needs to come out, and it has to convince the parents to let the kid come out.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
So like,
I think I've become more of a parent to myself these days.
I think I was a parent so hard.
Yeah.
That the kid comes out. So even like, you know, like it's like, oh, I really want to go snowboarding. I don't want to go snowboarding. And I'm like, can't go snowboarding. I don't have free time. Aha. Hey, I got a proposal for you. You know, like the content on the vlog channel, it's been a lot of family, home stuff. Maybe the audience would like to see a little more adventure type stuff. What if we shoot some stuff in the snow? Then you get to snowboard, and you get to have adventure vlog. You know, get a little break.
When you didn't invite me to go snowboarding?
A little monotony.
When you went by yourself?
And then you have this annoying lady that we get to have a kind of veer away from a little bit. Like,
is she young or old?
Hey, I put you in the vlog still, so I'm making you famous.
Thank you.
So there's like there's always like these type of conversations where I feel like it's the kid coming out, and it's the kid. So I don't even see it as like old responsibilities. Like, you know, we have a lot of really crazy stuff like life insurance and like estate planning, like things that I would never thought of, right?
Yeah,
like,
we're pretty set.
like that kind of stuff, like real old people conversations. I just, but to me, it's almost as a kid, what I'm doing with those things is like patting the entire room full of pillows. And once the entire room is coated with pillows, now you can go fucking ham.
Yeah.
That's how I view it, where it's not really like old people, young people thoughts in that way. It's almost like, okay, how do I make the most child-proof thing? Now get in there and
That's
fucking
fun.
go crazy.
I like that.
You know, so that's kind of like that's my like the Vegas, where even my future like stocks planning, all of that is that's kind of where my head's at, where I want to set it up where we have passive income and all that stuff, and then now we just do whatever the fuck you want because you're safe.
I think for me, it's kind of similar to that, but I think the part where like I have to plan it and I'm like really thinking about it is where I feel the oldness, because I've had the kid. I didn't really have that parenting strictness with myself where I don't let myself do shit. I'm just let's just go off and see what happens. That's why I even ended up with you. That's why I ended up quitting my job. That's why, because I just have this kid curiosity where I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Like, that's just been my motto my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, let's do it. Where this year at least, and it could be because of COVID and just, everything has to change, where I'm less fuck it, let's do it. So I think this year I've been more the parent, and I just feel old.
What's crazy is all of my quote unquote adult thinking is done by the kid.
What the fuck?
Because the kid feels like he needs approval. Oh, so the kid feels like he needs approval.
Sad.
And then so the kid is the one doing all the thinking. So all the long-term shit, it's the kid going, okay, how do I trade homework for cartoons? It's the kid doing the thinking. So even with like, when we first set up Barbell, it's like, oh, I really want my own little gym set. What is it going to take? Okay, so if that place is 1,000 square feet and the rent is like going to be this much, I think if we have 100 members, then I think we can cover all the costs and buy the equipment, So it's like the kid doing the thinking, and then it's the kid going, okay, cool. That seems like the math works out. And then let me go. I think you're supposed to go to the city. So it's like you go to the city and you're like, excuse me, sir. So I want to have my own gym set. Is that okay? And then they're like, hit me with all this fucking
They're like,
zoning.
well, where do you want it?
Like,
where do you want it?
Yeah, there's all this zoning bullshit. And I'm like, zoning, huh? So it's always like, and I always feel like when I'm going through life as other people see it as being an entrepreneur or business person, I'm just a kid trying to scale my toys, really. I'm a kid trying to scale my toys and make it possible and make my dreams come true. So all the thinking, like, yesterday we were just watching like stocks and real estate and finance stuff. I'm watching it like from a kid point of view, almost like watching like my next door neighbor, like, wait, so how did my neighbor get that mountain bike he wanted?
Oh, okay. I thought you were watching the chick undress.
Oh yeah, there's that one's over here. No, so for me, it's almost like that. It's not like, okay, how do I be a responsible parent now? Because parents have to cover everything. Yeah. So it's crazy that we're thinking about the same things, but the way we're thinking about it is, wait, for me, I'm like the little kid. I'm like, ooh, I know mommy would let me go. Yeah, would let me go on a slumber party if I did all the chores and the homework first,
Oh, shit. For me, is like, how can I have my mom, like, no, I don't even think the mom. I am the mom.
You are the mom, yeah.
I'm finally going like, okay, fuck, you fucked around for way too long. You've been lucky this whole time. I don't know. I don't think it's lucky, but like now we really gotta think about this shit,
Yeah.
And like when I think about it, then I'm like, fuck, I don't know shit. And then I try to learn it. Right? And I'm like, I don't know shit. And the more I learn, the less I know.
Yeah.
So then I end up going back to, fuck it, let's do it. I love to gamble.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it. Like and then when I get overwhelmed with shit sometimes, which is maybe a lot, but I just don't recognize it. But when I feel overwhelmed, then I'm just like, fuck it, let's gamble. Like like when I feel like I've played with both sides, good and bad, I'm like, fuck it, let's gamble. What's the worst that can happen? All right, I'd fucking lose everything. Whatever. We can still build it back up.
Yeah. There's always there's always there's always merit to fuck it. Always. You know, like recently I've been really going into stocks and like crypto and stuff and just watching how people invest. And so trends is one of the biggest ways that people invest.
Everyone should look into crypto, please.
Yeah. So and even in stocks and stuff, right? Like build your investment portfolio, whatever. Yeah. And one of the biggest ways is like finding circumstances that match the current trend, see what happens, because, you know, history repeats itself. So like in 2008, like almost every 10, 12 years, there's a new housing bubble, right? So 2008, we had one. That's where we're due for one. And it seems like with the way that all the rates are going, it's going to happen in another 2 years. So you can kind of see this. And then like the businesses that think really long-term, they know how to capitalize on ups and downs and stuff, right? And so, but at the end of all these videos, they always say, but there could always be something that completely drastically changed these things.
For sure.
So for example, on paper, everyone that's a more conservative investor was betting against Tesla like crazy because they haven't made any money. They haven't really turned profit. And the way that they need to create more car batteries is actually
worse for the environment.
Well, it's not worse. It's very difficult and it's an expensive process. So that is almost what prevents them from scaling is the battery creation. And I think their market value isn't as big as Ford or whatever, but their stocks are way higher than all of them. So for other people, so the new factor, if you're an investor and you used to look at like 10 factors to gauge if this stock was good, now the new one is almost hype and personality of the owner in charge, which that's something you never thought of, right? So I think like if you try to analyze things, you're only going to analyze based off of past data. And a lot of the reasons why I think where people with the fuck it mentality win is because they're saying fuck it. And as they just run forward, they're going to experience and see things that no one else is seeing.
Yeah.
And your old gauges can't give you a clear picture of what the future is going to show.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
You're very smart.
You just said that. Thank you. On that note, before you can roast me, I'm going to introduce our sponsor.
Shout out to our sponsor, Noom. How many of you guys are like, next year is the year that I need to lose 15, 20 pounds?
All of us.
Yes.
We've all been on lockdown eating bad.
I took my shirt off and worked out, and I was like, oh, Jesus, better put the shirt right back on.
I saw that.
Because I look way different. And so I know a lot of people have fitness goals, and whatever fitness goals that they wanted to do in 2020, if they weren't able to do it, they're like, I'm going to double down in 2021.
Yeah. And
that's why I freaking love Noom. And for most people, I think they just want to get a little bit leaner, a little bit tighter, a little bit fitter. And have you guys heard of the saying that abs are made in the kitchen?
Yes.
And that's really true because most of people's fitness goals is really just based off of diet. And, you know, a lot of people are really worried about the food that they have to eat between, or not have to, but want to eat or going to eat between Thanksgiving and Christmas. But there's also the saying, what's more important is the food that you eat from Christmas to Thanksgiving. So your dietary habits. And that's what I love about Noom, because they're actually going to teach you how to eat, not like with like chopsticks or with your hands, but they teach you about eating your cravings, how to build new habits so you can ditch misconceptions and get smart about food and the choices that you make. And it's based in psychology. So Noom teaches you how to eat so you can accomplish your personal health goals and stick with them long term, because you don't need rules to lose weight. You need knowledge and to build the habit. And that's what's really, really important. That's why that saying, focus on what you eat from Christmas to Thanksgiving rather than Thanksgiving to Christmas, is so important. What's so funny?
Just all your sayings that you're busting out. I didn't know you had so many sayings in your head.
I'm a fitness guru, as people would say.
Now you're a comedian.
Now I'm a comedian. So if you really want to focus and really just change up how you eat, your diet, and you've been trying all these things and it kind of feels like this really huge endeavor when it shouldn't be, it should just be like a small lifestyle habitual change. That's the way Noom programs, and that's how they serve you.
And it's and it's lasting.
Yes.
Like it'll last a test of time because you're not jumping on trends.
Exactly. So go to Noom.com. That's Noom.com/Bill, BEAW. Learn how to eat again with Noom. That's Noom.com/Bill, BEAW to sign up. Thank you, Noom.
And we're back. Yeah, I think that's what's gotten me through a lot of shit. Cause like, I can stop myself quick and I can be like, you shouldn't do this because of the X, Y, Z. Like I have all the reasons why not to do something.
Yeah.
And then I have not as much, but I have my reasons to do them. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, fuck, what do? I can go back and forth all day, but I'm still in the same spot. Fuck it, let's see what happens, you know? And then at that point is when that happens, like, yes, you might fail or it might be bad, but you learn and like your gauges now all change. And what you knew back then, like it just grew exponentially because you actually tried it and you got data.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been cool living like that. But now, because there's more at stake for me, where it's like, I'm thinking about my family that's staying back here. I'm thinking of Tyka's future. I'm thinking of so many different things. Like if baby number 2 comes, like I'm trying to balance a lot of different things.
Such a mom.
And now I'm getting older where I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't really be fuck it anymore because it's not about me. Whereas before, like, you're still your own person. I'm still my own person. Yes, we're a unit, but at the end of the day, I'm still me. I don't
even think of things like that.
I don't even have What do you mean? How do you think about it?
Because like you think of it very like a mom. If I really boil it down to, I think people do see me and they go, oh, what a responsible dad or whatever. Like he's planning for the future and his home and his wife and his kid. For me, everyone...
Don't say some shit that's going to make me...
What?
You're like, I don't even think about you guys.
No. Mine is... mine's not even responsible like that. Mine is really thinking at things from like a 7-year-old level.
What the fuck does that mean?
So like mine, it's like...
Wait, who did I marry yet again?
No, like for me, it's like Tyka. I'm like, oh, cool, I got this new friend. Oh, I want him to ride bikes with me. So it goes, oh, okay, if I'm going to ride a bike, he needs to have a bike. How can I afford that he has a bike? Let me figure out a way to make money so I can get him a bike. But then that means if he has a bike, this lady that lives with me also needs to have a bike. So to get this lady a bike too. So now all 3 of us can ride together.
You are so dumb.
So for me, literally.
It's fucking cute.
So for me, like literally everything that I do for our family, it's planning for a slumber party with like my 2 best friends.
That's fucking cute.
That's how I view things. And so it's not, so when people go like, oh man, you're invested in like crypto and also stocks, and then you have a house, and you put money away, and you also give some money to your parents, man. I'm like, well, the money I give to my mom so she can shut the fuck up. Like, get the fuck away from me. Or shut the fuck, go fucking spend it somewhere else. You're not gonna be able to spend, if you come to my house, you're not spending it. You go travel, you can go spend it. So get out of here. And then this house is like my little like pillow fort. Yeah, like our little pillow fort, our pillow castle. And pillow castle needs to expand. We don't have a pool in the pillow castle. We better build a little pool. We're my 2 best friends.
Fun. What a fun place your head is.
Yeah, so that all of the planning that I do is from like a 7-year-old's point of view.
Wow. Well, mine is usually like, well, what do I want? What's going to make the vibe good? Normally.
Yeah.
And I'm always about like the vibe, and I try to balance your energy with just like the life that I want to live. And I'm always just kind of go with the flow. Let's see where this takes us. What feels good? Oh, that doesn't feel good. Let's go in the other direction. Does that feel good? Yes. Yeah, that's me. I don't think about it in a kid way. I've always just kind of been like, I'm like water.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of flow wherever it allows me to flow. And I'm like, oh, I can't flow in here? Fuck it. I'm going to flow somewhere else. Let's just keep moving.
Yeah. I think
that's so cute.
I think I always think of things in a kid way. It's just my knowledge increased. So I can plan better. But at the end of the day, it's just still kid shit.
Now it makes sense why. So our goal right now is we love the bucket list family. And if you guys aren't aware of who the bucket list family is, it's this family that it's a husband and wife.
Yeah,
and
they pretty much don't have a permanent home.
Yeah, they have 3 kids.
And they travel the world. And pretty much like every 2 weeks to a month, they're in a new place and they do all the homeschooling. So they're pretty much just traveling the entire world, and that's how they live constantly.
Well, because they do bucket list items like surfing in like Bali or like deep sea diving in, I don't know, Antarctica. Yeah, so that's my ultimate goal. Not like them, because obviously we're not them, and we're also
homebodies. So we can't be traveling that much. That would exhaust us.
Yeah, but just to be able to just do what we love 100%. Without any sort of like, I don't know, responsibility for others. Like just kind of leaving it just between us 3 and us going like, all right, this year, hopefully we can do this in 2022. We're setting it up 2021 for 2022, or maybe the second half of 2021, where we were just like, let's fucking get weird and party. And we just do what we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cute that you think about it in the way that you do. It's fucking funny.
No, I just realized it now because that's the spirit of me. So I think like, you know, when your mom goes home and Taika's crying, I think I'm holding him and we think we both have the same feelings. So
you get sad too.
So I think so Taika is like grandma's leaving, right? And even though grandma's, I'll see you tomorrow. He's like, I'm sad. I want to be sad. For me, I think I have the same feelings.
For my mom?
Huh?
For my mom?
For your mom, when I know that when we go to Vegas, she's probably not going to live with us. But for me, it's from the same thing. It's like, you know how like kids, they just want people with warm and happy energy around them. They don't know how to
that's people too.
They don't know how to they don't know how to explain.
Adults.
They don't know how to explain things that way.
Yeah.
And neither do I. So for me, it's just like I want your mom around because she makes me feel good. And so it's just from like a very like, and I like, and when we party, you know how like when Taika's doing something fun, he can't just do it on his own. Look at me, mama, look. So he has to share it. I just want to share. I know that our pillow fortress in Vegas is going to be so fucking cool. I just want to share it with their mom.
Yeah.
But then when their mom's leaving, then I'm like.
That's when I know that I'm not, I haven't made it yet. Because one of my dreams has always been, and I will preface this with something, but one of my dreams, for as far back as I can remember in my memory, once I understood the concept of money, I always wanted to repay my mom because I just felt so grateful for her. And this is dating back to fucking me being like 8 years old. Like as soon as I understood that to like the exchange of goods to money, and my mom constantly, my parents, my mom and my dad, like buying me stuff all the time with money I knew that they were getting a little of and worked fucking hard for. I was always like, I'm gonna buy you a house. I'm gonna buy you a house. And that's why I know I haven't made it, because I just want to buy her a house where it's like fucking beautiful. And she, like all of the fucking qualms she has about moving, like I can cover all that financially. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna take care of everything. And I'm gonna bring my brother with me too. You know, so like the whole.
That just means we're moving to the wrong place.
What do you mean?
If we move to Oklahoma, like 20 grand, you get a house. 20 grand, you get a house.
True.
10 grand, you get a house. You know, that's where we need to
Who's the
move.
third house for? Just an extra house, just to have it? For good measure.
Fuck it, just make it look good.
And the reason why I said I need to preface this is I've slowed down doing that because when we got her a car for her birthday, she is so traditional and she felt so bad that her kids are spending their hard-earned cash on her. This is when you know I didn't grow up Asian like you. That she's like, I can't accept this, take it back. And I'm like, Mom, we can't take back a car.
Yeah, we actually vlogged it. So this vlog isn't up, obviously, but
it never made the light of day.
But we felt that she was gonna be so happy to get, because you know, like a lot of like immigrant parents, they spent all their money on their kids that they never really indulged themselves. So your mom was driving like a car that's still 20 years old, it still works and all that, and she never just even thinks about, you know, putting money on herself. So we're like, oh, why don't we give her a very reliable ride? It was a German car, so it's very safe. And then we feel safe with her driving around. And so we went through the whole process. We went to the dealer.
It was on her birthday. Yeah. I picked up her car.
Got her car. And even the finance person was like, wait, so this car isn't for you guys? I'm like, no, it's for her mom. He's like, what a lucky mom. I'm like, I know, right?
I know. We were like getting ready for all the fucking, the shower of love we were about to
and
experience.
We bring it over to her house and we're like, hey, Ma, check this out. She goes, oh, it's that you guys got a new car? I'm like, no, it's yours. And then she immediately starts crying and goes, no. And he goes, take it back. And then we look at each other like,
oh, fuck.
You know, that's not how it works. Like, you can't take back a car.
Yeah.
And then I immediately text the car salesperson. I was like, what do I do? And he goes, well, we can't take back cars because now it's considered a used car. And then he's like, honestly, if I were you, I would just keep paying it, because if you want to sell it back, it's crazy depreciated right now.
Right. And I think it's like the loan is imbalanced. Or what do they call it?
Something like that, where like they call it upside down or something.
There we go.
So we're just like, oh shit. Good thing your brother talked to her for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was
She's
like it was a minute.
Yeah, and she's like, fine. So she's been driving it for a few years now, which is cool.
Thank God, because her car already broke down.
Yeah, but that's kind of like
That's
the
why I'm
scary
like,
part.
okay, that was a car.
So imagine
And we
in
made
her
it
house.
work. Yeah. This house, I mean, I guess worst case scenario, now it's a rental property, so it's not that bad. But for me, that's just how I know I haven't made it, because I want to be able to just shut everyone the fuck up that has any they're whatever they're scared about.
Yeah,
and
their
just be
fears.
Like, here's $100,000. Like,
Yeah.
they're all gone. Now what other fear do you have?
That's so
live fucking life.
That's so boss when like people can do that, where you're like,
Here's $1 million in your fucking bank account. What do you got to worry
like,
about?
travel with me. And they're like, no, there's COVID. What about everyone on the plane?
I got a fucking jet. I bought my own jet.
Or you're like, I got the whole fucking Boeing 747, all fucking 500 seats. No one's there on it. And you're like, oh,
at that
shit.
point, at that point, I'm like, oh, you're scared of COVID? Guess the fuck what? I bought my own fucking 747.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I want to be balling out of control.
I don't even want to be balling out of control.
Well, I don't want to work that hard.
But to get there, you have to work fucking
That's what
hard.
I'm saying. I don't want to.
That's the balance. It's like how much do you want to be set in the future, and how much work do you have to do now?
Yeah.
And so when I see like people like Jeff Bezos and those guys, or even Gary Vee, like fucking hustlers, I'm like,
do I want it that bad? Nah.
I'm like, I kind of just want like to be able to chill sooner, you know? It doesn't have to be that crazy.
Yeah, there's some people that are just really into like
They love it though.
the chase.
They love the
and
game,
like the
yeah.
building. Yeah, because for them it is a game.
Yeah.
And they love seeing like the numbers moving and just acquisitions, or like this gets built out, that gets taken over. Like they love that Game of Thrones shit.
No, for me,
They can't turn it off.
For me, I think once I can reach a set like middle or upper middle class life, and I know I have the means to maintain this forever without having to like quote unquote work, I think I'm gonna be off social media. I'm deleting my Instagram. I'm gone. I'm invisible.
Yeah, I don't think I would delete my social media. I think it would just be the weirdest shit anyone sees, and they're gonna be like, this bitch lost it.
Or I might I'll post only the dopest shit and untag all my enemies.
And tag
Yeah.
how many enemies you got?
I don't know.
You're such a happy, jolly dude.
Yeah.
I don't know any enemies.
Just tag all my fucking enemies. You see this at the Grand Canyon eating corn on the cob, motherfucker.
That's so fucking pathetic.
I'm telling you, middle class or upper middle class. I don't have crazy dreams. I don't need to be on a yacht with a bunch of the
You don't want
finest
to
honeys in the
attend.
world.
You don't want to attend the fucking, I don't know, the 2020 something. I don't know whenever they're coming back. The Olympics, first row, sitting with all the celebrities. You don't want to experience a Super Bowl in your life. You don't want to go to like, I don't know, a World Series. I don't know what the fuck it's called in soccer, like maybe in Spain or something. You don't want to go and fly first class to, I don't know, Santorini.
Damn, your goals are way crazier than
You
mine.
don't want any of that shit. You don't want to experience it, like to be capable and able to do that.
No.
Oh, that's tight.
You're a bougie kid.
I'm not a bougie kid. I'm just trying to put out experience because I like experiences.
Me too. I like going to Lake Havasu and having rocks on my feet and it hurts.
But what if now Lake Havasu, you can rent the most ballinest fucking lake house, invite all your friends and family, afford a fucking chef to cook all your shit, a personal ski instructor, or fucking, I don't know, to teach you all this shit.
That sounds
Go
awesome.
fly fishing or whatever.
That sounds awesome. But honestly, what makes me happy is probably like baking a potato wrapped in foil, throw it in the fire.
But what if you learn that? But what if you learn that from like, I don't know, a fucking a world-renowned chef?
Nah, you can't make it as good as me.
Okay, what? You wouldn't want to learn shit like that?
I mean, I probably would, but I'm just saying like what my goal is. So like, you know how there's like, this is what you
Your
aim
goals
for?
are too low.
You know how like this is what you aim for, and
Yeah.
anything over is fucking sick, right?
Yeah. That was us with Barbell.
Yeah.
We just wanted to open up a gym.
Well, even with my first like I guess car to myself, my dream car in high school that I thought I would finally be able to afford when I'm like 40 or 50 was a Corvette. You know, and in that 1 year when our when like JK first like did really good, he's like, you guys need to actually get a car because
Another car, right?
yeah, because you need some deductions because if you don't get it, it's just gonna be gone. And so that year we gave fat bonuses to everyone on the team, And that's when I got the Porsche. And the Porsche is like way beyond my wildest dreams already. So I was like, oh shit. But then like now looking after owning a Porsche, I think if I were to get a sports car, it'd probably go right back to being a Corvette.
But that's what I'm saying. Like aim for it, experience it, and say you've experienced it. And then from there, now your gauges move again. Like, is this, so for example, for me, right, when I was able to buy my first luxury bag, like I always dreamed of it, not for the sake of owning the bag, but just for the sake of having this amount of money that is negligible to me. So that means for me, in order to buy a couple $1,000 bag and not have it hurt my account, I'm like, oh fuck, I've leveled up in life. You know, and then once I got it, I'm excited and I'm like, fuck yeah, I did it. Like it was kind of a rite of passage.
Yeah.
But do I want any more luxury bags? Nah. Like I probably have like 2.
Yeah.
And I think that's already one too many.
To get out of your system as a kid.
Yeah. Well, not that, but also to prove to myself, like, it was kind of a marker for me.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
and now
almost
that
like, because as a kid, you're like, I'll made it if I have this. So now that you're that age,
yeah, there's a tangible.
You're proving into your kid, like,
yeah,
I did do what you wanted to do.
Yeah, like I'm sticking to my promises I made as a kid.
Yeah.
But like now experiencing it, I'm like, well, this isn't me. Like it's not what I want. So it could be the same with you, where like we hire the private chef or whatever in that fucking lake house, and we're like, whoa, that was too much.
Yeah, my kid self never wanted that. All the stuff that my kid self wants, I'm literally doing now, which is why I'm so happy.
That's cute. What did your kid self want?
My kid self was just, I want to have a family that's not divorced. I want to have a family that's
Should I just fuck with you and just get divorced?
No, it's gonna hurt me. No, all I ever wanted was
just to fucking the ultimate troll
a kid
move.
Family that's not divorced, and we spend time together doing fun stuff. And sometimes we do things that's fun to dad. Sometimes we do things that's fun to mom, and sometimes we do things that's fun to kid. Because my whole life, all I ever did was things that are fun for my mom, which is going to the temple and praying all fucking day. And then my dad doesn't know how to connect, so all he does is rent me kung fu movies to watch while he sits there and reads the newspaper. And then the things that I wanted to do, they weren't very, I guess it's like more of American values, where like you go watch your kids' games and stuff. They only went to like my kung fu tournaments just to kind of grade me. So it's like almost like another referee rather than someone to be there to support me doing what I love to do. So like for me, all I wanted was to live. So when I live through Taika, it's, he has a CUNY life and we do things together, and I'm doing it every day.
Why are you trying to make a bitch cry? Like I just spent like an hour.
Just thought it was fucking political. What the fuck?
That was an hour ago. And it took me an hour to fucking put this stupid ass face on. And now I'm about to fucking cry it out. That's really sweet. So you're done. If you die today, you're happy.
I am. I really am. Yeah, I really am. That's why like when I play with Taika every day, I'm so happy. Because he's literally living the life that I wish that I could have lived. And while still like, I don't ever want to spoil him. So I think I still give him discipline. He can't eat like 12 bars of candy, you know?
He'll have 6.
Yeah. Or if he wants something, he has to earn it. So like if he wants ice cream, I'm like, well, you got to put toys away, finish your dinner, you get ice cream, you know? So everything he's still learning like hard work and following rules, and then you get the fruit at the end. He's still learning all these things. Meanwhile, like everything that I do, I think about him. So he has,
as a 7-year-old, it's like, when can I play with this guy?
Yeah, this one literally has 2 fucking bikes. The other one doesn't fit.
He has 3 bikes.
He has 3 bikes.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. He has 4 bikes.
So
the one without the pedal. I bought him. So
yeah.
I bought him the one without the pedals.
Yeah.
So he can learn his balance. I don't know where the fuck that is, because since we're moving, everything's in the garage.
Somewhere, yeah.
Then your dad bought him. No, he has 5 bikes. Your dad bought him 2 bikes, the tricycle and that blue bike.
Yeah.
I got him the one without the pedals. You got him the one from a brand deal or whatever. And then that one didn't fit him. So last minute we had to buy one that fit him. This motherfucker. Taika, you need to start paying rent.
Yeah, so we got bikes.
Yeah, bitch.
And then we got a pool. And then so like we swim together. It's awesome.
Dude, sometimes I look at my life and I'm like, how did this happen? You know, like how? You know, like I see myself and I see where I came from and I'm like, damn, my parents did a good job. Because I fucking hated them. I hated not having freedom. I hated not having like being allowed to play on my block. Like I hated it. I hated that I couldn't go to the school district in my neighborhood. I went to a better one.
Yeah.
But now looking back, I'm like, oh my God, my parents sheltered me, and it worked.
It worked out for the best.
Yeah, it worked out for the best.
The only thing that I think it's missing from what I want is an older person living with us.
Why?
And since I hate my parents, then it's only your mom that can live with us.
You don't hate your parents.
They're not fun. Because growing up, that was one part that was very enjoyable to me.
Oh, having your grandparents.
My grandpa on my dad's side, he lived with us for a while, and it was so enjoyable because your relationship with each person is kind of different.
Absolutely.
And the type of love that you experience
is different.
Is also very different. And I think like when you're the actual parent and you actually have responsibility and actually have stakes, that type of love, it's not conditional.
It's tough. It's tough love.
It's kind of, it's not conditional.
It's authoritative too.
But it's authoritative, but there's a lot of things that's attached to that. When my grandparents were around, it was just pure love. And that was something that I thought was so cool. And I know Taika gets that from my dad. Taika punched my dad in the face. My dad don't care, So like getting pure love from your mom.
I know they would be spoiled and really bad if we were like grandparents.
Yeah, so like getting the pure love from your mom or pure love from my dad or my mom, like that's the only thing that I feel like he's missing. And then he can feel all kinds of love. That's awesome. That's the only thing I feel like it's missing.
Well, I mean, you have it right now, but once we move,
that's what I mean. And then that's why every time when your mom drives away,
both you and him are sad.
We're going like this.
We got to tell her, stubborn ass Martha. God damn. All right. Well, on that note, I'm happy we are not talking about political shit anymore. And I'm happy that you shared that story with us. That's really nice. You little big baby. Who the fuck did I marry? I think we're both just little big babies. I just want to have a good time. That's all I want to do. I just want to have a good time. I don't really give a fuck about all this materialistic, superficial shit. I just want to do shit that's just full of experiences that I can share with the people I love. Yeah, that's it. That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about name brand shit. I don't think I'm wearing anything name brand.
Toys and fun time.
That's all I give a fuck about. Yeah. And I feel like I did say this about 2020, but I feel like 2021 is going to be different.
Hope so.
Oh, God damn it. There you go again. Taking it back. Well, anyway, on that note, do you have anything else you want to say?
Nope.
All right. Thank God. On that note, I do want to say thank you to our sponsor, Noom.
I do want to say, 2020 is right around the corner, and it might not be the light at the end of the tunnel everyone's looking for.
Oh, shut up. So thank you to Noom for sponsoring this podcast. There's a science to getting healthier. It's called Noom. So sign up for your trial today at Noom, NOOM.com/Bill. Learn how to eat again with Noom. Sign up for your trial today at Noom, NOOM.com/Bill. One last time for the people in the back. Ready to learn how to live healthier? Sign up for Noom today, NOOM.com/Bill. BEAW.
And everyone at barbellbrigade.com, there's only a few more days left to tap into the free performance screens that were given to every order over $100. The performance screens has 5 superfoods in it: spirulina, chlorella, wheatgrass, broccoli, and kale, as well as S7 and dynamine for mental focus. So if you're looking to get something to fulfill all of your micronutrient needs and to optimize your body for any athletic endeavor that you want to get after in the new year, go to barbellbrigade.com. You can add it to your cart for free with any order over $100. So you can even add socks and hoodies and shorts, and then you can add your own performance screens. Go check that out.
Yes. And I just want to let you guys know that this is our last podcast of this year. Not forever. So we'll see everyone in 2021.
Bye.